Alright guys, I'm going to make a quick update for you. Um, so this is probably the end of the first month, what you're seeing here. Um, like before we had the two clownfish. I don't know if we had that wrasse in the last video, but we just picked him up about 2 weeks ago. And you'll notice there's a lot more coral in here. The only thing we had before was that Kenya tree. We had a torch, but it died. And then we had these zoas that weren't opening up, but they're opening really nice. They actually kind of look like they're gaining a lot more of their color back too, which is nice. Um, and I think we had that hammer right there, and I think that was it. There was one other thing. Oh, and a mushroom, I think. But now you see there's a big, huge hammer right there in the back, and we got some green star polyp there, some green star polyp there, and some more back in the back. Some mushrooms you see there. This is those zoas next to those green ones. Apparently those are um, Captain America's. The tank needs to be cleaned up. I'm about to do a water change to do some maintenance on it. But we also got some more hammers down there, for a little bitty frog spawn right there. And then we got that Cephastria, I believe that's what that is. And we got that bird's nest, which a lot of this stuff is about to be moved. I just kind of threw it in there for the time being. I'll probably do that next week. But we got that little bird's nest. It's got 4 little points to it. There's some you can see that are starting to grow in too, so that's nice. Got a couple more mushrooms. There's actually a little tiny mushroom right there. I think that's a Recordia, and it is absolutely tiny. It looks a lot bigger on the camera, but it is like microscopic in the tank. And we've got some more frog spawn right there underneath there that fell off of there. I haven't glued any of this, so that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna change most of this. And we've got this weird thing in the back. I don't even really like it. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's some type of SPS. And then we got these 2 acans here. Oh, and that little Galaxia right there. I had a huge colony of it, and I got rid of it. I might include that clip after this to show you what all was in here before I took everything out. But the only thing I really kept was, the things that you see that wasn't in the last video. And these acans, this is the one that I bought from the store for 50 bucks, whatever it was. And then that one I got, it's massive with all these other things. So the rest of what was in the tank, I took to my local fish store, and for what I paid for the coral, what he sell, the majority of all that stuff went to him. So basically, I'll just be getting my money back for the coral that I bought, and be able to keep all these pieces that I picked out for myself. So as far as that goes, this is where we're at. I plan on buying the worldwide coral. I plan to join their coral club and get some stuff shipped to me and kind of do a review on those. And I just think that would be really nice. Plus, it's extremely cheap if you think about it. If you get the 6-month subscription, it's like 560 bucks without their 20% off. If you can wait around for their deal to get the 20% off, then that's just an incredible deal. But even with it being, if you paid 600 bucks for 30 frags, that's only 20 bucks a frag. So, and that's, for what you get, that's kind of, and plus all the other stuff that you get, and then the shipping would be free. That's an incredible deal. I mean, because you can't even get, like those hammers, if you wanted to go get those from the store, that's going to cost you 100 bucks. Each one of these little frags, at least 40, 50 bucks. That guy right there, I paid 50 bucks for. That one, I'm sure it would cost 80 to $100. And you could get that and just grow it out. I mean, in 6 months, you could take an acan frag and get it to that size in about 6 months to 8 to 9 months. So just if you're patient and you can just pay as little as possible for your frags, you can grow them out. This guy right here, I paid 30 bucks for. I mean, come on, you can get a really good deal doing it that way. And what I did, the reason why I have so much coral in here right now is because I looked on Craigslist and I found someone that was breaking down a tank. You can get an incredible deal that way. I probably paid like $5 a piece for all these things. So $5 for something that costs $100. I mean, come on, that's an incredible deal. Just go look on your Craigslist. Y'all probably have a better area than me. I had to drive 3 hours to get that. So you could find really good deals that way. Um, I probably won't have this tank very much. I mean, for very long. It'll probably stay up for about 6 months to a year, and then at that point, I'll be moving into another tank. So I'll probably keep this for a year just to have like a year update for it. But other than that, I just want to see how things change and see how I can run. And so far, I mean, the tank's been very successful. I mean, I haven't had any problems with algae or anything. I mean, of course, there's some diatoms and stuff that need to be cleaned up. And there's a little bit of hair algae that right there that has died. It's not even there anymore. Um, but other than that, I mean, this tank has been extremely easy to take care of. I got a timer on the lights now, so I don't even have to mess with the lights. I just feed the fish every day, and I do weekly water changes. So it's pretty easy. Especially with being 10 gallons, a 10% water change is only a gallon. I mean, who can't do that? That's just take your milk jug, fill it up with the water, and then fill another milk jug up with water and pour it in. I mean, I've already got buckets of water here ready to go. I just dump it in. It's really easy, very easy maintenance. Takes less than an hour, and that's with me scraping the glass, changing the water, doing everything that you need to do, feed the fish, mixing food, or whatever if you wanted to go that route. But yeah, so here's an update. This is probably a little over a month, but this will be basically the month update. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, like, oh my goodness, like 1 month. Like most people have white rock and have just cycled their tank, which I understand that. I added fish like as soon as I added the bacteria to make sure that the bacteria had enough, ammonia to survive. So I added the fish basically as soon as I possibly could. I mean, I had the tank running for a little bit, but I threw the fish in there and they're fine. I mean, look at them. They're as happy as can be. They're healthy. They're good fish. They're not, acting weird or anything. They're nice fish. I mean, and it looks like they've grown since I've had them, honestly. But yeah, most people have white rocks, and don't have any coral, absolutely no coral. You can forget about that. Like within a month, I mean, not even a month, like 6 weeks. They won't have anything in the tank, and I'm just not patient enough for that. That's for the birds, man. You can have bacteria in there day one. You could put fish in day one. I mean, come on. And my ammonia and everything is good. Nitrates and nitrites, they're all good. Make sure you test your water and stuff, and you'll be good to go. And do your weekly water changes. But yeah, this is probably about a month and a half, I'd say, probably. But alright, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. This video is long enough. Alright, thanks for watching. And if you want to see updates for the next videos, just subscribe to the channel. I literally have 0 subscribers right now, so if you could be my first subscriber, that'd be great. Alright, thanks, guys.